Welcome back, Forts fans, to another 2v2 replay commentary. My name is Synergy. You are watching Synergy Gaming TV. Let's introduce our players. On the left-hand side, playing Armadillo on the top base, it is Taichu, and his teammate is Matteo. Their opponents on the right-hand side of the map, playing Warthog, it is Malme on the top base, and Mcc72k on the bottom. Now, before we get into this major replay commentary, again, just a big shout out to our patrons. Thank you guys so much for your support. That is what is helping keep this channel going. As you guys know, there's been a lot or a decrease in YouTube content. That's just because I haven't had time to make them. So the more support we gain, the more replay commentaries we get to do for you guys. All right, let's see what we're doing here. We've got Taichu's going for that back base energy production here. Back turbines work on this map because the wind floor is an absolute trash. We've got back turbines coming here from Matteo as well. Not seeing that from Malme, though. He is doing the standard vanilla base build. This is, I guess, the Synergy build now, because I'm like one of the very few players that still does that style of vanilla. And then, of course, we've got MCC down here in the bottom also doing the back turbines. Now, this is something we've been seeing on hanging bases quite a bit. Again, if you guys haven't seen the other replay commentary that we had, Noah was in it. I got an opportunity to chat with him just a little bit about why they're throwing this technology in the front. And you just saw it right there. They're doing it because they always end up selling it off in the front. Sometimes, though, if we watch the Noah replay, we've seen that the Tier 1 tech goes here and their Tier 2 tech goes here in the front, similar to this. Well, no, not at all, actually. So the Tier 1 tech would go back here and the Tier 2 tech in the front. And basically what Noah had told me was that if the cannon rounds or whatever, the damage is coming in here is hitting that technology, you're already dead anyway. So it really doesn't matter that your Tier 2 tech is in the front on these hanging bases with that build. These guys, look at both Matteo here and MCC basically have the same base build here. Again, if you guys are brand new to forts and you're wondering why they're not spending the resources to fill all this stuff in, is because they don't want to spend those resources. When it comes to competitive forts, even the smallest amount of resource advantage can mean the difference between you firing your cannon first and your opponents firing their cannon first. And that basically can change the tides and dictate the entire match, or at least the flow of the match, just simply by saving resources and not spending the money needed for those background bracings. Now, of course, you can see down here Matteo has filled it in only because he wants to be secretive and stuff like that, and he's got most of his build already, so the resources at that point aren't that big of a deal. Now, coming here, we're going to start seeing Matteo coming in with some shotguns. I like to see that. Early game tech weapons, always interesting. We typically don't see those, right? In most games, it's just a straight rush. Nice shot there from Matteo. He's coming in first hand. Taking out one of the turbines from Malme here. He's getting some repairs going on there. 2 turbines. That is a 400 metal swing here right now. By the way, you guys noticed that they didn't record this game with the observer mod. Typically they do that in advance so that they can submit the replay. I don't think this one was intended. But apparently it's a really good match, so the submitter had told me. That is 2 turbines, or was that 3 turbines? I was talking there in the middle of that. Taken out here, Malme's going to have to spend anywhere from 400 to 600 metal to get those turbines, that energy production back. That is actually incredible value coming here from Matteo. Shotguns on turbines equals win. That is the truth here. Look at this. Sneaky stuff coming in here from MCC. He's got that Howie coming in here. Very interesting. They did a nerf to howitzers. No, it was a nerf to nukes and a buff to Howies. I think it was quite a while ago. Probably a year, 8 months, 9 months, a year, something like that. I did a patch video on it. And it's interesting that we're seeing a lot of howitzers and stuff now. I'm not exactly sure why Matteo went shotguns right off the back. I missed to see what his thoughts were on the shotgun, like what in this base design and this base build gave it away. Maybe this solid bracing here with an opening here. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe this in general. I'm not sure what Matteo saw. Let me know in the comments down below. I missed it because I was talking to you guys, or maybe doing a patron thingy-majiggy, something like that. Also, guys, follow us on Twitter at Synergy Gaming TV. You guys can join us there. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow, guys. And the more we grow, the more videos and content you guys get. Lots of turbines here coming from Taichu. This is odd. This is something we typically don't say. Don't make this much energy production with no weapons. That's a lot of extra energy he's probably floating here at the moment. Not sure what his game plan was there. That seems like a mistake, a misplay. That is, you know, upwards of 2, 4, 6. You only need 2 turbines. Essentially, that's 600 metal that he could have used towards weapons. Interesting why he chose that. Maybe because he... Oh, upgrades. Upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. So, people are wondering, or if you guys are new, you're probably wondering why. Why did they do this? This is bad. Never do this. Never upgrade your stuff this early. You never need to. Why? Because Armadillo. Armadillo's prime ability is the 50% repair cost on your repairs, which means you're going to be doing a lot of repairs. So instead of... Great shot there. Game sounds a little loud there. Great shot there. Let's get back into this here. MCC firing that Howie shot here. Matteo missed the shotgun. Cannon following up here. They're going to be targeting Taichu in the bottom of the base here. You can see that's why he's dropped in this extra bit of bracing down here below. Protect the bottom of his base. Now, Armadillo typically is going to be in the last place. That's not English. Is going to be the last one to fire weapons typically because you're going to be building your economy to make sure that you can tank all of those shots, right? So this is a build that is basically going to be focusing on defensive. They did all this extra bracing and all this defending stuff in the front first because they want the cheddar there so that they can drop down the Armadillo repairs here. We did have a cannon shot here coming from Matteo, hitting MCC down here at the bottom. Howie shot coming in. Gary the gunner and shotguns are taking that out. Matteo, great play, manually controlling his shotguns. Matteo here is talking, telling his teammate Taichu get some AA just a little bit. It's going to be important here. He doesn't have a whole lot. Taichu playing very defensively here right now, which is decent. Nice cannon shot here from Matteo. That was definitely listening for those doors. And then wham bam, thank you, ma'am. One of the cool changes, that was a great shot from Malme coming in there, taking out that shotgun, which is going to allow that Howie shot from MCC to connect on the base here. Taichu going to be able to pop that ability here and get those repairs done super quick and for 50% the cost. Again, Malme aiming for the bottom of the base here on Taichu. He's going to try and get in some of that bracing here to absorb those shots. One of the great changes from Armadillo in the new patch they just released is the delay of your doors closing after a shot. So typically, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the coding it shows that doors will automatically close, I believe, 1 second after the projectile leaves the weapon. Now, that is different for fire beams. It's 1 second after the beam has finished firing. I believe plasmas are the same. 1 second after the beam has finished firing. Armadillo is 0.25 seconds. So doors open, I believe, 50% faster, and they close they close 75% quicker. Yeah. Sorry. It's 1/4 the speed. No. How do I want to say that? The delay between... This is tough. It's only 0.25 second delay before the door closes, is what I want to say, instead of the 1 second. So that allows Armadillo to play very defensively. You can listen for those doors, get those door snipes, because your doors open faster and they close quicker. So it means it's also harder to get sniped yourself. Very cool feature for Armadillo, as well as he got bouncy shields. This is something we haven't seen a whole lot yet. I haven't seen in any of the replay commentaries of using those bouncy shields. They took them from Scattershot and put them on Armadillo. Double Howie shots coming in here, and Malme using his cannons to defend against that Howie shot that came from Taichu. Taichu's got a little bit of core damage there. We see some smoke, so it's looking like he's above 50%, but below 75%. Somewhere in there. Matteo getting in some extra, dropping in an extra cannon here. MCC getting a little bit of that sniper, sniping the sniper who's sniping the sniper. Taichu gets another couple free shots from his Seymour sniper up there at the top, and he's also going to try and drop in an additional turbine. Malme coming in with another sniper shot there, and we got some buzzsaws from MCC. Extra Gary's in the front here. Oh! A whiff from Matteo. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this was I know these guys are practicing. I believe for there should be some leakage of the expedition tournament has happened. A 2v2, if I'm not mistaken. a 2v2 tournament. I think they're going to be doing a little bit of testing on these commanders, some of the new changes they made. So this is an Armadillo versus Warthog. I guess they wanted to maybe test and see if 25% increased damage during the active is something that Armadillo can deal with. So far seems pretty good. Again, keep in mind that Armadillo's armor is cheaper and weighs less, so you're able to use a lot more armor in here. You can see that Taichu manages to tank that ability, or that shot, no problem. Then they activate that ability and they get 50% increased repair speed and 50% the cost. So it's really good. Armadillo can take an absolute beating, especially when you've got maxed out economy. You're able to do that. Great shot here from Taichu, dropping in one of those howitzers on Malme's base, and he's able to obviously just get those repairs in. He's going to drop some more bracing in here and get right back into the action. Upgrade center here coming for MCC, nearly done. Got the doors open. This is something interesting. He's keeping... Nope, it's closed. Another great feature of Armadillo, if you guys don't know this, is when he activates his ability, he's also able to see the doors of his opponents, which means it's very, very dicey to attack an Armadillo during his active, because they're going to see it coming. Another defensive cannon shot from Malme takes out one of the Howie shots, and the gunners take out the other Howie shot from Taichu. Matteo following up with some cannon shots down below, and a door snipe from MCC taking out two of the cannons on Matteo. Now, this is incredibly difficult to do because of the speed at which Armadillo's doors work. That was a great shot from MCC. Definitely sitting there waiting. Nice shot coming in here, popping that ability, and Taichu able to repair all that damage for half the cost super quickly, and he's going to get more bracing there put in front. These guys able to take this relatively well. Now, keep in mind, every time a shot hits the Warthog player, they're having to pay the full cost for repairs, where Team 1 playing Armadillo only pays 50%. It's huge. Warthog ability coming in 25% damage. Not a whole lot being done here. Both players, both players on Team 1 able to tank a lot of this damage relatively well. Another thing for those of you guys that are new, the Armadillo increased repair speed during the active also works stacks with repair stations. So repair stations can also be your best friend. They can also be very viable. Again, you have to be very careful, because if someone, if your opponent is using something like rockets, they're going to be able to out DPS your metal income, and you will eventually just lose the game. Cannon shot there hitting the Howie shot. Malme and Taichu doing a little bit of battling back and forth here. Cannon shot coming from MCC onto Matteo. He's able to tank that relatively well. Pops the ability, gets that repair in super quick, super cheap. Armadillo, I've been saying forever, it's going to be the meta. It's going to be good. And all it needed was a slight buff. And I'm thinking that Armadillo's feeling pretty good here right now. If you guys are top tier players, let me know your comments down below on the video whether or not you think this new Armadillo is going to be something fantastic. 20mm cannon, not a bad idea. A cheap weapon to drain the economy of your opponents. Lots of gunners in here. Matteo needs to get on his shotgun and get out some of those Garys to make this happen here. Another shot coming in here. Watch this. No, didn't activate the ability. Now we got ability. Boom. Drops it there. Now, if you notice what Taichu had done, though, is that he was repairing. So he already paid the cost of the repair, but he did get the speed bonus by activating the Armadillo ability. All right. Smoke launcher coming in here. That's going to give the Howie an opportunity. Connected. Does not. Another Howie shot taken out with the cannons here. Malme is absolutely playing fantastic here right now. Using those cannons defensively while still being able to do a little bit of DPS. Very, very good gameplay out of Malme here right now. But these players are actually just playing fantastic here. Even Matteo managing to make a full comeback after losing two of his cannons, and here he is back in the game. Armadillo's eco boost because of the savings on repairs. Definitely something that was overlooked in the past. I feel that for sure. No ability there. That was 25% increased damage from Warthog's ability. There it is. Pops it in. Ability there and gets the repairs there. Matteo taking a big chunk there. Not looking good. Again, using those cannons defensively. All sorts of action here. Malme playing super good. Cannons on the defense. Absolutely stupendous gameplay here from Malme. Managing not to let any of those howitzer shots touch him. Matteo coming in with a quad cannon barrage. That was huge. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, Mcc72k is going to have to spend all those... Look, good thing we... Not sure if you guys saw that in the chat. Good thing we got the profanity filter on. I only do that because I'm streaming. I don't care about the words, but I know that there's people that watch the videos that care about words. So I just have it on there to protect them, I guess. Okay, so all the damage that was dealt here, tactical repairs, that is massive. They don't have the increased speed or the the economy boost that Armadillo does. Warthog taking all of that damage here, putting in bracing, not repairing. More shots coming in here from Malme. Taichu just able to tank that, no problemo. Easy repairs, drops that ability, and then just wham bam. It's like nothing. Nothing ever happened. And you're noticing here on the Armadillo players here, Taichu and Matteo, when their doors get hit and they do the repairing, the doors are instantly repaired, so they're able to fire again. Not like in other commanders. Oh, nice door snipe there from Matteo on MCC. Losing all the weapons here. MCC definitely not in a good position here. Bouncy shield hits that cannon shot. Bounces back, just taking out some sandbags. Not a big deal. You can see here, though, right now that Malme was aiming for the core here, trying to drop it on that spot right above to try and hit that core there. Taichu not going to have any of it. What a great match from these two. I cannot believe how good they're playing right now. This is a fantastic match, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic match. We're going to have a sip of coffee. All right, so we got some repair stations in the wall here from Malme, taking out that Howie shot. Repair station to take out the smoke. All right, quad cannon shot coming from Matteo. He doesn't have the energy. He's waiting here. He doesn't have the energy. He's getting an extra battery. Cannon shots here coming from Malme, dropping in on Taichu's base. Easily going to defend that Howie shot coming from MCC. Not a problem. What a great match. I'm on the edge of my seat now, ladies and gentlemen. Cannon shot. He's still trying there, Malme, trying to drop it on that core. Also taking out some of the energy production. Dropping out that EMP to bait out the gunners. Hopefully them trying to get Mateo's APM up here and get those shotgun blasts off. Using that 20 mil to do a little bit more eco damage on Malme's base. This is looking pretty good here. A lot of damage coming in, not a problem. He just pops the ability, and there you go. Very hard to drain the economy of an Armadillo player. This is feeling really good. Armadillo should be able to take a pounding and keep on dealing that damage, and it so far seems to be that way. Even against a Warthog with 25% increased damage, Armadillo just shakes it off like it's nothing. Malme trying to get a couple sniper shots off here on that smoke launcher. Gunners. Oh! Wow. We're going to do a replay on that kill. I didn't even see what happened. We're going to get a replay on there. MCC is down. Matteo coming in with that. Must have been the cannon shots there, taking it out. You can see here right now, it's looking like Matteo is having an issue with angles, so he's adding in some weight to get his base to bend so that he can aim it upwards. Great strategy from Matteo. Looking like Taichu using his howitzer to protect his base a little bit here. Again, very hard to take out that Armadillo when you have a 6-mine economy that is upgraded. Of course, slight advantage to the top player here rather than the bottom. Top, you can see here that Taichu gets 6 mines, Matteo only gets 5. EMP does manage to hits the core, lights the bracing on fire. 20 mil shot there, trying to get some damage. Is this going to hit? It is. This is not looking good here right now. One more cannon shot, even the 20 mil will take out Malme. Dropping it in there, and that's going to be GG. It is. Holy crap, what a match. These guys absolutely beat the snot out of each other. And of course they do the suicide, the team suicide. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match. Armadillo is a beefcake in this new patch. If you're noticing, they're not using too many shields in the front to do bouncy back stuff. I think the top tier players have realized that you do have to make sure that you keep things like swarms or a howitzer to take out those shields so that cannons can do work. Very interesting gameplay from these guys. Absolutely love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Taichu and Matteo versus Malme and McC72k. Armadillo versus Warthog.